Quel plaisir de se retrouver tous les dimanches matins pour une autre nouvelle recette de cuisine. J'espère que vous avez eu l'occasion de pratiquer celle de M. Bazzali la semaine dernière à plusieurs reprises cette semaine. Et aujourd'hui, nous nous lançons dans une nouvelle aventure avec un autre chef. Je nomme M. Sandro Mauro. Je ne vous en dis pas plus, mais c'est un de mes plats préférés. À vous de le découvrir. Buon appetito!
Yeah, italfest, are you guys ready for the loudest cooking show in the world? Woo! It's Cooking with Sandro, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's cook, let's eat, let's make love to this kitchen, baby. Let's go, let's have some fun. All right. You guys tuning in for this crazy week that we're doing here? It's virtual. It's going to be virtual. I don't know how we're going to do this, but hey, it's going to be fun. So, I want to thank everybody at italfest Montreal for tuning in on this one, allowing us to do this, to be a part of your festival. It's so great. Nat and I are going to have so much fun. To all our amazing sponsors, thank you so very much for making this happen. I know it's crazy. We live in crazy times, but in times like these, let's have some fun. So to everyone around the world, this great nation of Canada, to my gorgeous cameraman, compatriot, and to all of you at italfestMTL, cheers, baby. Let's cooking. Let's cooking? Let's cook. All right. What are we going to do today? Arancini balls. Sicilian balls, baby. That's what we do. So let's get some stuff ready. Let's get some garlic. 1 clove. Chop it nice. Nice and thin. That's what we want to start with. This is going to be fun. It's a little long, but you know what? The end results are just spectacular. That's what you got to do. I hope everybody's having a great day today here in Montreal. Us, it's different. We got to do these things virtual, but at the end of the day, the end result is this palette is going to have something amazing. All right, let's get some olive oil in the mix. On a nice pan, non-stick pan, let's get some in there. Let's get some garlic in. Let's have some fun. Let's turn up the heat. There we go. And you want to start with a warm pan. We're going to use some orzo. And we're going to cook this very, very nice. We're going to get this in the mix. And here we go. Let's get this start going. Now we got chicken broth already heated. Very important, you don't want to work with cold chicken broth because what you're doing is you're basically cooling down the pan and you don't want to do this when you cook. So this is roughly going to take about 5 minutes to do. So let's have some fun. The garlic, you just want it to get to a color that you want to have. Is just the minute it starts turning yellow, that's all you want to have. And all depending. If you like it more burnt, that's the way you want to have it. Just cook it a little bit more, but you don't want to have it too much. So once you have this going, add the orzo right away. That's what you want to have. And we're going to toast the orzo right in here. That's what you want to have, okay? So the orzo is going to come in nice. Get it all gently into the pan and let it cook, let it toast, give it a chance to get some color. And we're going to deglaze with a nice little white wine on this. It's got to be dry white wine, guys. Dry white wine. By the way, that Ruffino, while this is getting nice, I'm going to have a little bit more of this. This is actually spectacular. Thank you so very much. We're used to having rock music in the background today, but that ain't happening because we don't have the rights for that. So on the italfest, I want to say hello to Mario Biffarelli. Thank you so very much for allowing us to cook with your amazing music right here. Talent right here from the West Island. So we're going to deglaze with half a cup of white wine. And let that come together nice. You want to make this evaporate as much as possible. You want to get the alcohol out. And then we're going to use the chicken stock that's already warm and we're going to constantly bring in one ladle at a time and this is going to come nice. Very simple to do. See, the reason why we use a non-stick pan, you don't want all this to come in and start sticking everywhere. But on these pans, the Sandro pans, you can find this on our website at cookingwithsandro.com. In the shop, you guys can find these. They're amazing. Okay, so now that the alcohol is evaporated, add one ladle at a time and bring it in nice. And let the opportunity for the chicken stock to evaporate. So in the meantime, we have 2 pans that are on very low. We're going to prepare a bechamel sauce. What's in a bechamel sauce? We need milk, we need butter, we're going to get some cheese in there, we're going to get some salt and pepper. It's very simple, and add a little bit of flour. Okay, so we're going to use right now 1.5 cups of 1% milk for this one here. And we're going to let that simmer in, get some temp. I'm going to get some butter, roughly about 1 or 2 taps of butter. That's the way I like them. Taps, pats, however you want to call them. I enjoy it. Have some fun. and we're gonna bring in 1.5 tablespoons of flour, okay? So as this gets in together nice, you wanna let this come together, melt nice, and then we can add our flour. So we'll take 1, just bring it in there, 1.5, and he's done. Okay, we're gonna grab our whisk, and we're gonna whisk it gently while this is happening. Get this in nice. You're basically making a nice roux, right? If everybody knows what that word is, this is called a roux. And you wanna let that butter melt and give it a chance. It's fine. Take the opportunity to look at your orzo, and you add another one. And you pour in gently, slowly from side to side. And what you do is you just break it up a little bit just to make sure that the pasta doesn't stick, okay? Once you do that once in a while, it's all gonna come down, it's gonna absorb this. Like I said, this takes roughly about 5 minutes to 7 minutes. This is the longest part of this dish. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a nice, beautiful artichoke dip to go along with this. That's gonna be amazing. Now, this is done. The milk, as you start seeing it simmer, we're gonna shut it down and we're gonna add this in right away. And you pour it slowly. And you whisk it in. You don't want to pour it in too fast. You want to give it the opportunity for it to dissolve. Everything, the butter, the flour. There you go. Take some time. There we go. I want to say hello to Raphael, Benjamin, everybody at Passion Soccer in Laval. Thank you so very much for this beautiful jersey. That's right, baby. We won the Euro Cup. If you guys think I was going to do something else and wear on my other crazy shirts, not on this one here. I want to make sure everybody knows that this is the Italian Fest and we won that Euro Cup, baby. Aren't you guys proud? We're proud of our boys back home. That's right. Now, what we're going to do this is let this come together nice. We're going to add some salt and pepper, so a little pinch of salt. 1 or 2. Crack some fresh pepper. And it's got to be fresh, guys. It's got to be fresh. Every day here, it's fresh. And black pepper matters, guys. It matters in this dish. Fresh all the time. Let's add some more chicken stock. There we go. Constantly basting this all the time, making sure it doesn't stick. That's what you want to have. Add a little bit more and give it a chance. Give it a chance. Let's whisk this bad boy. There we go. Now we're going to turn up the heat just a little bit. And let it simmer. This is the longest part. Like I said, this takes time. But in the meantime, what are we going to do? We're going to chop some parsley and get everything ready that we need for the rest of our stuff. So, we're going to need about 1.5 tablespoons of parsley, fresh, always. So we're going to get this ready nice. There we go. Hear Mario kicking it beautifully on that guitar. If you guys can check him out, the album is called Personal Belongings. You can find him on Spotify. There we go. Get this ready. We're gonna get a nice cup of freshly grated Parmesan. Nobody wants to watch me grate some Parmesan, so I took the time to get this already done. There we go. Now this should roughly be done. So we're gonna let all of this evaporate. So as this is getting together nice, I'm gonna tune it down just a little bit more. Once it simmers, and we're gonna let it cool off. There we go. Now this is gonna cool off nice right here. This is gonna simmer down. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna taste it just a little bit. I love this stuff. All right, Parmesan cheese. Let's go. Sorry, Nat, I know I'm a little bit all over the place. There we go. So we're gonna make all of this chicken stock evaporate, and we're gonna add the bechamel right in there. Oh, spectacular. Okay, now you wanna make sure that as much as possible, we're gonna get that liquid out before we add the bechamel. Very important to do that. You want the orzo to be almost dry, so you're gonna constantly move this around. There we go. Now when your pan reaches to this point here, this is where you can start adding your bechamel sauce. Remember, you gotta test your pasta to make sure it's cooked like we did here. There we go. And again, we're using 1 cup of milk, so you know the quantities. And we used half a box of that orzo. So let's mix all this in nice. It's going to come to a little bit of a boil, which is fine. And then we're going to add our Parmesan cheese right in the mix. There we go. A beautiful song, Mario. Now we can turn the heat off. There we go. I'm going to allow this to come together. I'm going to add our parsley right away. There we go. And we mix everything in. Now once all this is mixed, the important part here of this is that we're going to have to let this stand for 1 hour. Now, you don't have 1 hour. I don't have 1 hour. These capsules are roughly about 10 to 15 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to let this cool down now, and we'll be back right after these messages. I'm going to show you how we're going to roll some nice Sicilian balls, baby. I'll see you soon. Cheers.
Le secret des pâtes parfaites? L'engagement de Barilla envers la qualité sans compromis. Trouvez le meilleur blé possible et créez un mélange de grains qui cuit à la perfection al dente. Servez plus que de délicieuses pâtes. Servez la passion.
Yeah, baby, welcome back to the Loudest Cooking Show. This is Cooking with Sandro. You guys ready? Part 2. Part 2. Constantly doing this all day long. It's going to be so much fun. This Ruffino is spectacular. Okay, like I said, you had to let it cool down. That's what we did. Roughly about an hour. Very important. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this fontina cheese, okay? Break up the outer skin, and we're going to take some, we're going to chop these in nice little cubes for about 3 or 4 Sicilian balls. That's what we're going to use. So you want to use this. Make sure you don't have that outer skin. So we remove this on both ends. Now we're going to make these little cubes. Very important to do this. All right, there we go. There we go. Going to have this all on the side. And then we're going to use these to fill up our Sicilian balls, the arancinis. All right, let's get this all in here. There we go. Get this on the side. And let's prep. Let's prep. We're going to need some hands that are wet. So what you want to do is leave a small stream of water going down like that. That's the way I do it here. You don't have to do it. If you want to put a bowl, you can do a bowl. But for me, this is the way I like to do it. Now we're going to use about a 1-inch ball. Roughly like a size of a tennis ball is what you want to have, okay? So you want to roll this. The reason why your hands are wet is so all the orzo doesn't stick on you. Once you have this done like that, you take an indentation with your thumb, grab a few pieces of these cheese, 1 or 2. There you go. Stuff them in there nice. And grab some more orzo. Put it right up on top. There we go. And the way I like to do it is simple like this. All right, nice and tough. There you go. Now you can put it already into the flour and just let it sit there. Again, wet your hands. Always, always wetting your hands. Very important. Let's do this again. How many you want, Nat? You want 2, 3? What do you want? Let's do 4. Let's do 4? Okay. 3 wasn't enough. Nat's hungry today. Let's do 4. Add some more. There we go. Toughen it up, tighten it up, roll it in. There we go. That music is spectacular. Mario, man, you are the man. You are the man. I played with Mario for about 3-4 years in our band in our early 30s. It was the best part of my Friday nights, guys. I can guarantee you that. While people were going out and having fun in clubs and all that stuff, I was downstairs in my basement writing an album with this guy. And man, did we write some songs. Actually, our bass player is also part of the italfestMTL. Giacinto Salerno. Hope you're doing well. He's out there rocking it with Fred. And we all know who is the guitar player is. Hey, Charlie. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Okay, let's get one more ball in here. There we go. Nice, tight. Get some cheese in there nice. That's a little too much cheese. There we go. Don't overcrowd it with cheese, you don't. That's the most important thing. There we go. Once these balls are ready to go, I'm gonna move this guy on the side and Let's get them ready for the oil. There we go. Okay. Let's do this. In the flour, egg wash, roll it in there nice, and then we're gonna roll it into the flour. Pretty simple, guys. Everybody knows how to do this. I like to leave it in there just so it absorbs a little bit more. The egg, there you go. And we're gonna do 2 at a time. There we go. And when you're in the part of the breadcrumbs, you can have some fun. There we go. Get in the flour, in the egg, and the breadcrumbs. Nat wants 4, so let's make 4. She loves these things, doesn't she? There we go. That artichoke dip is going to be spectacular. There we go. And this, in any restaurant, can be a perfect entree. That I can guarantee you. So on that moment there, you can fill it up with some nice tomato sauce on there. But we're going to do this with a nice artichoke dip. All right, let's wash our hands. Let's get this ready. In a pan, vegetable oil on medium. Very important. This is hot, okay? So you don't want to burn yourself. And the rule of thumb is use a toothpick. When you put your toothpick in there and you start seeing those little bubbles, then you know that she's ready. So you don't want to pour them in with your hands, so take the time, just put them in. There we go. And get them in there nice. Put them in your hands if you want to, but you may just get burnt. There we go. And we're doing it in this step because we want to make sure that we don't burn them. So you want to turn them constantly, constantly, constantly. There you go. Put this on the side. There we go. Beautiful color. And you don't want to burn them. Very important you don't burn them. Yes, it does. So you're turning them. I like to use my deep fryer. That's another way of doing it. Once you get that nice golden color, time to remove. Don't need much more than that. There we go. I should be using my other spatula, actually. There we go. Yes, perfect, perfect, perfect. Done. And we're gonna let these settle, and we're gonna prepare our artichoke dip. So let that cool off just a little bit. Our oil is off. Our pans are heating. Let's get a nice garlic chopped. There we go. These knives are spectacular. The F-Dick knives. Thank you, Chef Carmelo, so very, very much. You can all find this at the Cooking with Sandro website as well. So we're gonna get that in. We get some olive oil in a pan. Let's get some garlic. Let's go. Actually, I'll just do this way. And let that get in there nice. Let's get some artichokes going. Same thing. There we go. We want to get this in there. 2, 3. And we're going to chop this nice. There we go. Let's add one more. This is going to be amazing with that garlic. Okay, let's go. Let's pick this up. There you go. And you want to let that cook for roughly about a minute on very low. 35% cream is what we need on this one. Let's put that in a pan as well. And let that simmer down. There we go. You want that garlic to come in there nice. And we're going to add salt and pepper to taste. A little salt in both ends. There you go. Pepper. Fresh pepper, guys. Keep saying it. Black pepper matters. It matters everywhere. Now that that cream is going to come to a boil, we're going to get again 1 cup of Parmesan cheese. We're going to get him ready. Once this comes to a boil, you're going to bring in that cheese. There we go. Add that in there. Beautiful. And we're going to stir. That's what you want to have. Now this roughly takes about a minute to do. So you want to make sure that all your ingredients are ready to go. Give it time just to come together. Once you start seeing the steam, shut everything off. And we're going to incorporate the cream with the artichoke. And there we go. Beautiful. And we're going to let this simmer just together nice. And let it come down, let it cool. It's important, it's got to cool down everything, all the ingredients together. You're going to simmer and simmer and simmer. And stir. There we go. Now, let's do a prep. This can get out of the way. We're actually going to flip this over. Salt is done. Move some stuff out of the way because we don't need him. And we're going to do our presentation. Let's go arancini balls. Arancini, let's go, let's go, let's go. And I need my saucepan, my spoon, and we're going to start prepping this. There we go. Take your time, take your time. You want to make a nice presentation with all of this. There we go. Oh yeah, beautiful. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to take a little bit of this, add it right at the bottom of our dish and spread it out. There we go. That's going to be the base. Grab your arancini balls. Place. Place. Let's get some parsley. This out of the way. Get another knife going. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is the end, guys. This is the absolute end of this. Just bring it up there nice. We're not done. We'll get some Parmesan shavings. Add this right up on top as well. You want to have this. Gives a nice design. Simple. Simple. It's your dish, guys. I keep saying it all the time on our shows. It's your dish. That's the way you want to have this beautiful dish. These are the beautiful arancini balls that we make every single day right here. It's fresh, it's nice, it's done. It's Cooking with Sandro, baby. I love you all. Cheers, baby. Happy Italfest. Yeah!
Mamma mia, Sandro, che cucina! Mouah, buonissimo! Je suis certain que vous aussi, vous avez aimé et vous avez toute la semaine pour la pratiquer avant que je vous présente le prochain chef. À la settimana prossima. Ciao!